Hey Bobcats, this is Miss Martin, your counselor, signing on today to talk to you about control. What you'll see behind me is, don't laugh at my circle. We're going to build a control circle. So we're going to be talking about things that you can control and things that are out of your control. You know, we like to be in charge, just humans by nature. We want to be in charge. We want to know when things are going to happen, how they're going to happen, what it's going to look like. And, right now there are a lot of unknowns. And so we kind of feel out of sorts. We kind of feel like, I feel like crazy. My body's going crazy. Sometimes my brain is going crazy. And so that's why I wanted to talk about control today. So you'll kind of understand the circle a little bit more once we get going and putting things on our circle. So what we're doing is the things that are in our control, we're going to put in the circle, and those that are out of our control, we're going to put them outside of our circle. Okay, so this is our circle of control. Okay, so guys, for the sake of time, and since you're not here with me, I'm just going to tell you where each one goes, but you can kind of guess as I show you the cards. Okay, all right, let's get started. All right, choosing to think before you speak. Are you in control of that? Absolutely. And I know that's hard to do sometimes, but we are definitely in control of that. So we're going to put that in our circle of control. Okay? Your skin color. Is that something that you have control over? Nope. That's just something you were born with, and that's just is what it is, right? We can't change that. Okay? Having a snow day. Are we in control of the weather? I wish we were, because if we were, every day would be 75 and sunny. So no, we're not in control of that. We'll put that up there, right? Working hard. Is that something that you can take control over? Is that something that you can do? Absolutely. Put you right there. Being in your space. Is that something that you can take control over? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Put that right there. Some of them are going to have to kind of get space together just because there isn't a whole lot of space around. What other people do? Can we control what other people do? Can I make you sit down and look at your screen and look at me right now? Nope, you will only do that if you want to, because who's in control of you? You, my friend. Okay, so we'll put that out here. Not in control of what other people do. The past. Guys, the past is the past, and once the past happens, it means it's done. And there's not anything that we can do about it once it's happened, so we are not in control of the past. So I'm going to put that right here to the side. Okay, let's see. What about apologizing? I know that's a hard thing to do. Sometimes I don't feel like apologizing either, but apologizing is something that you do when you're taking ownership over something that you've done and you know that you've got to correct it. So when we apologize, it's something that you are in control over, that you can do on your own. So we're going to put that here. Okay. How you treat other people. That kind of goes back to apologizing too. We have control over what we say and over what we do. So yes, we have control over that. Weather. That goes back to that snowy day. Do we have any control of what happens with the weather? Nope. Put you right there. Okay. Let's do this one. Listening. Are you able to put your body in check? Make sure that your eyes are facing forward, that your ears are open, and that your mouth is closed so that you can listen? Yes, we can't force you to do that. We can reward you when you do it, though. Okay, your teachers. Are you in control of your teachers? I wish we could I'm going to put it an example of my boss, Miss Spa. I wish Miss Spa could say to me, oh, guess what? You don't have to do any morning duty. You don't have to show up at work until 8:30. I wish if I could control one thing about her, I would say that. But I can't, because my job is my job and I've got to be there when I've got to be there. So just like I can't control Miss Spa, my boss, you also cannot control your teachers. We'll put you down here. Okay. Loving yourself and others. Guys, that is so important. You know, you've got to love yourself before you can love anybody else, before you can love your puppy or your kitty or any pet that you have or anybody in your family. Before you love somebody, you've got to love yourself first. So I hope that you're doing that. And if you're having trouble with that, then I guess we need to talk, don't we? But yes, we absolutely have control over loving ourselves. Okay. Your classmates. Oh, don't our classmates frustrate us sometimes? Yes. Don't we wish our classmates would stop doing what they're doing sometimes? Yes. But can you control what they do? No. And if you try to control what your classmates do, can that get you in trouble? Yes. So that is not something that you can control. You cannot control your classmates. You can only control who? You. All right, we'll put you right there. Keeping your hands to yourself. Is that something you can control? Yipper skipper, yes. Okay. What other people think? You know, we want to control that. We want to believe that we can get in other people's brain and make them believe certain things about us, but we cannot control what other people think. We can only control what we think in our brain. What you can do if you want people to think good things about you is have integrity and speak with good purpose and, you know, just like have a this is it attitude. That's when people will like your character, but you still can't control what people think because you could be the most perfect person, which no one is, but you could be the most perfect person and people still may not like you and people still may do mean things to you. So unfortunately, we cannot control what other people think. Taking care of yourself. That's a little girl who's brushing her teeth and another little girl who's exercising. That's how we take care of our bodies and our brains, is by doing healthy things. That's by having balance, by brushing our teeth, by saying good words, by getting enough rest, by exercising. And it doesn't mean you have to go do an extensive workout. It could just mean taking a walk out in the park. But taking care of yourself is absolutely something that you can control and that you should be doing every day, I hope. Okay. Your family. Guys, this goes along with your classmates, what other people think, your teachers. We can't control our family. I know sometimes we want them to do certain things and say certain things. We cannot control anybody else but ourselves. So we're going to put you over here. Ah, don't fall. Try it one more time. There you go. Doing your job. Absolutely. That's something that you can control, and only you can do that. Okay. What other people say. Can we do that? No. And you know, sometimes people say things to us that make us react, and sometimes we want to say things back, whether it's negative or positive, but that's why it's very important to stop and think, is what I'm about to say going to make this problem bigger, or can it make it smaller? Guys, that's up to you. And I know that's hard. I'm not going to tell you it's easy because I have a hard time with that too. If somebody says something to me that I think is mean, sometimes I want to say something right back. And sometimes I do. I'm not going to lie to you, and I have to apologize. But it's important to practice stopping and thinking about what the consequence of your words will be. So we're going to put that out here because that's out of our control. We can't control what other people say. Being kind. Is that something you can control? Yes, it's something you can absolutely control. And you know, sometimes it's not easy because other people may make it difficult for you to be kind, but just because other people are not being kind doesn't mean that you also have to do that in return. You know, sometimes people are having a bad day and they, may lash out or react to what has happened before and you don't know what's going on. So the best thing that we can do is be kind even when someone is not being so kind. So absolutely something you can control. All right, guys, I want you to take a look at this. look at our circle of control. Look at all of these things that we can control. And you know what? There are lots of things that we can't control, but let's focus on the things that we can control so that we can learn how to make better choices, how to stop and think, and how to be good citizens, how to be productive throughout the day. I know it's not easy, like I said, but it's really important that you know that there are lots of things that you can control. Guys, right now, we're not able to see you. We're not able to be at school together, and that's something that none of us can control. However, what we can control is making the best of every moment. When you're at home doing your online learning, that you do your very best at it every single day, because guys, we're taking grades. We're looking at whether you're completing assignments or not. And if something is difficult for you, please, 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 you've got to reach out. You've got to let us know, because we cannot read your brain. We cannot know what's in your mind. So you've got to let us know so that we can help you. All right, guys, well, that concludes our talk about control. This is our control circle. And when we get back to school, I'll make sure to put it up on the bulletin board so that we can look at it every day and talk about it. I hope that you're having a great day. Make the best of it. Remember that choice is yours. And also remember that I'm only an email away. Talk to you soon, Bobcats.